Look at the back of this thing, like how far away the doors are. This thing is so sick. Suburbans are like the coolest thing. I can't believe they made 2,500 ones. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Here it is. Check it out. So, obviously, that's the side that's ruined. Let's go to this side. Looks like a pretty good truck. We are going to pull the motor, transfer case, all the wiring out of this cab, out of this truck.
Natthimlen glittrar och de djupa skogarna tystnat. Då dansar gruvfrun. Påtaglig och vacker, iklädd ljusgrå slöja. Oh, front.
That doesn't look good.
Hopefully we can put that in the Suburban just like it is. And now all we are working with the engine, trans, and T-case. Ryan got the front drive shaft unbolted from the front diff. We got the trans lines undone. We got a puddle of fluid, a little bit of trans fluid, a little bit of coolant. Probably don't want to mix those, but might have to cut out this wall to fit the Suburban in here and do the swap, because the room in my house behind that wall does not really get used for anything, so that may or may not happen. We will see. Well guys, the garage is almost complete. Got the LBZ donor, motor, transfer case, and a lot of other parts at my buddy's shop, which I still need to go get. But the Suburban is now parked in the garage. All right, we're chopping her. Probably gonna start spraying a little. Oh! All right guys, the fuel tanks are out. This was an absolute nightmare to do on the floor without a lift or without this thing jacked in the air. All right guys, here we go with the fuel system. How I ran everything on my Suburban with the LBZ. Obviously you have your fuel tank from your Suburban. Then we have the rear fuel tank. Rear fuel tank, completely deleted. Then we go down to the air dog lift pump. We've got the engine up here. And then we've got the filler neck way over here. The LBZ is sitting in there on its own weight, all bolted in. We're ready to start hooking some stuff up. I gotta figure out what I want to do first. Kind of just labeled everything that goes to the fuse box. Labeled most of this. You can see all the yellow tape. And then I'll probably just lay it on top of the engine and kind of feed it through wherever it needs to go, and then start plugging stuff in. The wiring, it's simple, but it's not. It's kind of plug and play, but it's not like you just plug everything in and it works. So there is some things that you have to change. Just recently, we put the transfer case in. We did that last night, along with the cross member that holds the transmission and transfer case up. So all you have to do for that is literally drill holes 1 inch further back on the frame and bolt in your Duramax cross member. The interior of the Suburban, we got most of it put back together. The OBD2 port gets a few wires that run to the engine bay. The Duramax cluster is in, that gets a few wires that run to the engine bay. The Duramax shifter is in, and I converted this to have 2 connectors instead of 1 4-pin connector. I have the LBZ gas pedal in. That bolts right in and plugs in under the dash. We just hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube the other day. I cannot thank you guys enough. Good thing I got a single cab Duramax parked right here that I can steal a battery from. All right, let's see what happens. Boy, she cranks. What the? That sounds like a cranking Duramax to me. Boys, we need to get this thing going. We got a Suburban that sounds like it's gonna start like a Duramax. I don't know if it's actually gonna start. Now we need to wire up the lift pump, throw some coolant in this thing, and I think that's it. There are 2 things that could happen right here. Everything is ready to go to start. The intake is on, the coolant is in there, all the coolant lines are buttoned up, all the lines are hooked up for the trans, the fuel system is bled. This could start right now. The only thing that might hold us back is the communication between the ECM and the BCM. All right, this could get interesting. Here we go, cranking. Oh, she just kicked on. And it kicked right back off. Holy crap, this thing just fired. I cannot freaking believe it. I want to hear it again. Oh, she's running. She's running. This thing is pouring fuel underneath. I don't know where it's coming from. We're shutting her down, we're pouring fuel. Okay, this thing runs. That's gonna be fun to fix. I'm guessing it is the injector return lines. Boys, we're getting on the highway. For the first time, let's see what happens. Smoother than it was with the 6-liter. Oh my God, it's smoother than my truck. If you don't have an LBZ Suburban, then where you at? It rides perfect. This thing is sweet.